Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello everyone, na page Roopa. Today I'm going to speak about the book 11 Minutes by Paulo Coelho. So actually, as Ahmed mentioned, the theme is romance. I'm just thinking about the romantic novels I read previously, but I had some books came into my mind like Ravinder Singh and Chetan Bhagat, all these things. But somehow this book I read maybe 5 to 6 years back. But this book left me a great impression on me. So obviously, actually, I picked this book, and I don't know whether this book fits into this romantic theme or not. So for me, romance means generally romantic means it's all about the emotional attachment or the emotional high, or I can say some chivalry and some adventure involved in the story. That actually is romance. So it's actually psychological, not physical. So it's all about our feelings, our expression of that. All these things come under romance. So yes, if we consider all these things as romance, this book is also romantic. It also has romance, but it is very slow. The book will be very slow, and the author will not rush the story. Like we are not into like what happens next, not like that. We just enjoy every moment, and when we read a page and we just pause a minute to think what he's telling actually, and I just wanted to soak in that page. So this book actually seeps very slowly, and leaves an indelible impression on us. And the book is more about narration than the story itself. To start with the book, I think all of you know Paulo Coelho. He's an author from Brazil, and his most famous book is Alchemist. So just like a foreword before the book, author has written something. I just explained that as base to this book. So when Paulo Coelho is about to close the book, and he goes to some like holy place in France or something there, and he meets there a person, old man in 70s, with his he also comes there with his wife and granddaughter, and he is a fan of Paulo Coelho. So he meets him and he speaks about the importance of Paulo Coelho's books in his life. And Paulo Coelho, and he says that because the only book that was authored by him by that time is Alchemist. So he tells that book made me dream. And Paulo Coelho said that has written in that this statement actually frightened me, because my next book, 11 Minutes, is about a subject which is frightening as well as some like harsh and not spoken about. And he also, at the end, he dedicates this book to that gentleman, saying that to that gentleman, his wife and his granddaughter, to himself, because he has a duty for all these people, for himself, to speak about things that concern him, and not only about the things which other people like to hear. So he also says that some books make us dream, and some books make us face the reality. And for him as an author, his concern is about the genuinity with which he is authoring the book. So obviously, this sets the background of the book, 11 Minutes, and I'm not going to give any spoilers about what is 11 Minutes and all these things. And so yes, because I read the book, I feel that the takeaway from a book which you are reading is actually a reflection of us. So obviously, the definition of romance changes as we age. Because I read the book lately, maybe in my 30s, because I felt this as romantic. And this book is not for teenagers or children. The book is about a girl named Maria, and she's from a very rural background of Brazil, and she goes to Switzerland in search of. She has very high dreams. In search of her dreams, she goes to Switzerland, and there she has to become a prostitute. And the story is about this prostitute and her adventures in life. Obviously, this book talks about many things, many things, the life of a prostitute, and how professional she becomes, very professional in her career, how many psychological aspects of what a man wants and what a woman wants, and also about the purity of a desire and the sacredness of copulation or lovemaking. The book is also a search for actual soulmate, if anybody has one to say like that, or it's actually a search for true love. And at the end of each chapter, there will be something that girl Maria writes in her diaries. And if you don't have time to read this book, just you can read only those lines in the diary. They will be like poetry, like a poetry and a great philosophy. You can just enjoy. As I said, we don't hurry in the book. We just take time to think what the author says, and we just try to grasp what he's telling, and we try to soak in that. So the book will be very slow, and I recommend the book only for those who have some maturity in the life, not for those teenagers or for any children or who are in the start of their what do you call life. So thank you, Samvid, for this opportunity. Thank you so much.